back on another Maniac Monday. How you doing there, JJ?
I overpoured it for you again.
This fucking guy, man. Mikey.
Mike?
Or
Is that
Gandalf.
Time, is that time already?
Gandalf, it's that time.
All right, hold on.
We're running a little bit behind people. We're just having a little discussion, but we are on the path to getting to catch a little buzz and hitting the radio
We're
waves.
on the path to enlightenment.
We are venturing through the that is the what is that thing? But not the what do you call that thing again? The Omniverse.
Yes, the Omniverse. First, give us silence the mind.
Cheers, guys.
Tequila will do that.
All right, very good. I'm still typing my Facebook post, and I'm almost done with it here. It's so hard for me to type and talk at the same time. Almost like chewing bubble gum.
Yep.
Did you hear
Is
about...
it all caps this time?
No, I'm not yelling at... I'm not yelling at everybody. God damn it. Listen to me. Zig Zone. 7 to 9 p.m.
Monday, the Zig Zone.
Pacific Standard Time. Oh, my goodness, man. How was your week, JJ?
It was good. What I remember of it.
Well, so we haven't last week. Dude, tell us about last Monday.
Oh man,
because it was funny when I watched the replay of last Monday. Chuck, it's funny because what had happened is thanks to Gandalf, we got the angles of the camera, so it's bitching because I was watching Chuck, and Chuck, my bass player, the yeast infection.
Yep.
Was sitting there and he's sitting there and he's engaging with Shay and he's looking back and he's engaging with Gandalf. Then he'd look over you. Then all of a sudden he looks back at you and he's
we start
looking
giggling
at you
at each other.
And he's just like staring at you for a second and then he just kind of like, I'm like, then he look back at you again and he's like, hey, but JJ, are you okay? Tell us what happened.
I was like, I'm just going to be quiet and see if anybody notices.
Yeah. No, go ahead and tell us what happened before we went on the air.
Dabs happened.
Break it down. Give us a story. Well, I fucking finished my flyer.
It was a good experience. Nice, mellow. I just came in here, chilled out, laughed my ass off at everybody. So, very, very good. And you're still typing, aren't you?
I'm trying to get people,
We have to announce the show that's on right now.
You know what's funny is people trip because I call it live stream.
Yeah.
I love that. People are going, live stream? Why do you call it a live stream? Because that's what I do.
It's like ice cream, but it's live.
I like being different, man. Why be normal, really? Why do I have to be like everybody else? Like someone gave me... Because the topic today is taking things out of context. That's one of the topics. But we're also going to talk about, distracted driving. Because, this is the, we only got one more show for the month of May, which is Motorcycle Awareness Month. And so there's...
Shouldn't every month be Motorcycle Awareness Month?
I think every fucking day should be Motorcycle Awareness Day. 24/7, 365. That's the bottom line. But one of them's really interesting. But, We'll get back to that. But people even correct me because I like cell phone. I'll put cell, CEL.
Yeah.
I'll get like 4 or 5 people correcting me. It's CLL. Well,
Aren't
tomato.
They're both an abbreviation of cellular.
They both work, right? What the hell? Why do you have to correct? It's one goddamn L.
Can you abbreviate mobile and just say mob phone?
I like it.
The mob phone.
Oh. And put like like
I'm
a
gonna
little
make a
like
call,
a little
Chief.
goatee and some sunglasses and what are those gangster hats?
I'm gonna have to make a call to Uncle Sal on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Hey Frankie, won't you hit me up on your cell?
What would you text on a mob phone, and would that be taken out of context?
I don't know. Gandalf's Italian. How would you do that?
What are we doing? We're texting Tony Two Toes? What are we doing?
Tell him what you said.
How do you text you want to hit on somebody, but make it sound like it's nice, like you're going to do everybody a
the
favor?
Wet Works is also Swimming with the fishes, man. They're gonna be swimming with the fishes.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. Or pushing up daisies. People like flowers.
Or sleeping with the horses. Sleeping with
yeah,
the horses.
people like animals. Yeah.
Yeah, people like animals, man. You know, Tony Tutos, he's a good guy. You know,
Can't go wrong.
Hey, forget about it.
forget about it.
I had a buddy that when I was working in South LA, that he was like, he came from Boston, and his accent was just so freaking hard, and he just reminded me of all the stuff like what was it with Pesci and what was that movie?
My cousin Vinny.
No, not My Cousin Vinny. That was a
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Where he's like, do I look like a clown to you?
Right? Do I make you laugh?
Yeah, that was classic.
Funny how?
But
And
man,
then she shot that little son of a bitch in the foot, dude. Right? Boom!
yeah. Boston's a crazy accent. They got
Oh,
a
my
town
God.
called Medford, and they call it Meffa. It's like, how's that work? But then again, I grew up in Virginia. We had some crazy accents too. Biscuits and gravy. Does that sound good, Gandalf? He not listening no
Dude,
more.
biscuits and gravy. If you want to bring up biscuits and gravy, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you go to shit. I've taken
I know a
Dutch
few
there.
places.
A Toll House. It's on Etiwanda. Oh my God, chunks of sausage and bacon inside the gravy. Oh, so good. Oh man, I'm telling you, dude. It's just my goodness.
Yep.
So, anyways, I wanted to, since it's Motorcycle Awareness Month, JJ, you ride,
Yes.
and you ride what?
CBR 600RR.
04.
That's a lot of letters.
And the same exact bike that both my boys ride.
Yep, they both got 600s and Tug.
And yeah,
Speaking
and
of bacon.
Tug Bolt Baconator rides all. So that's four
Well,
of you that
somebody
ride
else
the
has
same
one.
exact bike. Well, Redow has a Victory.
No, but somebody else just got a 600, I thought. Somebody somewhere.
No, I ride. I ride a 1000. It's the only thing that's going to carry my fat ass around. But I tell you right now, 600s are the funnest.
I have a question. Why is it that the really, really fat people ride the little bikes when they could have like one of those big wide tours with like the bags on the back, so that way the bike is still wider than them?
That's a good question.
Everybody that rides those bikes is like tall, thin people. What's up with that?
Well, somebody let us know.
There's like a certain type of person that rides a certain type of bike.
I'm interested. If anybody wants to let us know, 909-360-8330. Or you can chime in on our live stream on YouTube. It's Kaotic Radio. And then, of course, the Zig Zone. Or actually, no, Zig Zone. And, you can chime us up. I'm actually looking at us right now on the screen. We are some good-looking some bitches, man. I'm just saying.
Well, I am.
Look at that. I like looking at myself on the screen. Hand me the lotion.
You're out playing with your goatee and shit.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, he's so sexy. Actually, I need to shave in the around my. My sister doesn't like it.
You need to do
She
some facial
thinks it's
manscaping.
the devil's pitchfork.
Yeah.
She don't like it. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
That's why you do it.
Well, did you see that post I put of that? I said there's a hidden message. I took a picture at my shop. I took a picture of a gauge clip, which it's for those of you that drive cars. You don't know what a gauge clip is. Gauge clip is basically the same thing you look at when you're driving your car: the speedometer, the tachometer, all your idiot lights, all stuff. That's what gauge clip on a motorcycle. And I said there's a hidden message.
I didn't get
Did
the
you see-
message. I saw the post.
Well, the mileage was 2999.
Uh-huh.
Or wait, I'm sorry, 2999. And I took a picture of the whole gauge clip and I said, there's a hidden message here. Now, you see all the little numbers and things like that corresponding to the motorcycle, all the lights and what have you. And the secret message, two people got it. Sal, who's actually a guitar
Good
player
old Sal.
that's hopefully going to be, he's scheduled to come in this coming weekend to do some jamming.
He's gonna come in. He's gonna do some jamming. See?
Yeah, we're gonna feel each other out as far as music wise.
Out.
Hey, and then who else was it? Oh, Joe Mama.
Oh yeah.
And if you check the obviously, if you just turn the numbers upside down, you get 666. I love playing with that shit because to me, basically, people needed my whole grasp on religion is people need they need good and they need evil because the good and evil balance each other out. Okay?
Were you the one that showed all the kids on a calculator 1134?
How did you guess? How did you guess? That was during the page era, or it was 07734. Hello. Yeah. I remember that stuff still. See, I know I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
We were talking about trains. Yeah, good mode of transportation.
No, fuck off, this guy. No, really.
Talking about the secret message.
Yeah. So anyways, my thing is people need good and evil. And so my deal is they created God, which is good. They needed something to believe in, give them hope and whatever. But they needed to create the devil too. Because you had to balance it out. Okay, so if anything bad happened, they could blame it on the devil.
Yeah, now we got somebody to blame.
Right. So when everything's going good.
The devil made me do it.
Right. And they got a new horse and a new carriage. Oh, God gifted me. Thank you, God. And then, of course, when the horse broke its leg and they had to kill
it out back and shoot it.
Yep. Well, I'm going back to ancient Rome, when God thing right. So they only had horses and carriages. And then, of course, when the horse got sick and died, then it was like, oh, the devil did that.
Actually, didn't they invent the concept of the devil later?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, ancient Rome.
Sounds like a research
ancient Rome there wasn't God in ancient Rome times.
When in Rome.
Yeah, because they were transitioning. They actually took over Christianity in a way to get all the people instead of trying to kill them all. Yeah,
because they were all into the sun god and the water god and of course the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
The
Teen Titans.
I loved that era. The whole mythology thing. That's actually what started changing me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in junior high, I started questioning. I go, wait a second. You know what I mean? Then if God has always been why didn't he not sit there and talk to somebody from the get-go, and then nobody would have these false idols?
But Zeus was the same thing as what they're saying.
Okay, then
it's pretty much the same.
And then Poseidon.
They're really archetypes.
Oh, so maybe it was Poseidon that split the Red Sea.
He was Aquaman.
Oh, right. He could talk to the dolphins.
He totally copied Aquaman.
So now we know where Aquaman came from.
Hey,
so they kind of kept on. So then who was Superman?
Zeus. No, Hercules.
No, Hercules had the. Oh no, Thor had the hammer.
Yeah.
Okay. Hercules. Well, no, because Hercules
was Hercules.
Yeah, I would think more like he would be kind of like the Thing. You know what I mean? Not the Hulk, because the Hulk had to change.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see Hercules as the Thing. I mean, you think about that. If you think about the guy that made the whole comic thing, I bet he did use a lot of that analogy to create the characters like that.
Mm-hmm.
Poseidon. Okay, Aquaman. Gotta have an Aquaman. Hey, do you think they'll ever make a? Because now they got Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
You think they'll? And I thought when they first talked about it, I'm like going, I don't know. That's gonna be pretty stupid. The invisible plane, and the ching ching, with their bracelets blocking bullets and stuff. I seen the trailer for it. Man, they pumped her up, man.
Hell yeah.
Mean, she's badass and fighting and just not all boom, zing, pow, cool.
Well, that was more Batman style. The Wonder Woman show, the original one, that was a different level.
I don't know, but if you read the comics, it was still the same thing. They still did the bang, zing, pow,
hey,
punch.
Man, don't y'all be picking on Linda Carter. She's my girl.
She's actually still really good looking.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's got to be. She's like what, almost 70, right?
Probably, if not more. Yeah.
Yeah, you think we're that old? That'd be interesting. Look it up. So, anyways, now we get off the track. So, my thing is I wanted to, since it's Motorcycle Awareness Month, let's get back to the. We go off topic very easily.
Linda Carter.
We are ADHD. We are very ADHD. I'm just saying. And
I also liked
this
I
fucking
Dream of
pen doesn't
Jeannie.
even work.
She was good looking. Like
She was hot.
Like she's older too.
So was Farrah Fawcett, but Farrah Fawcett,
yeah.
oh man, she aged bad.
Did she? I haven't
yeah,
seen her
she's-
recently.
She's fucking ugly.
Oh man, she probably looks like a skeleton or something.
She looks just. Remember that? What was that movie? Something About Mary. And,
Yeah.
and the lady that had the real fucked up tan, she was always, and it just looked like leather. Yeah, that's her.
That was her?
No, that's what she
Oh.
looks like now.
Nice. She decided to forgo all the surgery, like everybody else does.
Well, look at
but
Cher.
I would respect that. Actually,
Cher's 70 years old, man, and she's still. But she, you can
They
even
look
see it in
plastic.
her face. Yeah, they look plastic. Yeah.
I like fake lips and stuff like that. I can't stand.
Me, I want to grow old. I'm actually kind of looking forward to being all kind of wrinkly and just old.
Get a
You know?
smoker. They age quickly.
This fucking guy,
Get a white chick that hangs out at the beach and smokes cigarettes.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's just go out together.
Need more meth.
Rub some lotion on my back.
You got it, man.
Oh my goodness, man! I had a buddy whose grandma was like this. She's the sweetest freaking person on the planet, man. But I swear to God, dude, she
You
sounded
had
just
to
like
rub
that.
lotion on her back.
No, no. But I tell you what, man, she wanted me to rub her feet once.
Rub my feet. Say, can you just please rub my feet? I can't reach them. They're so sore.
Oh, you should have done it.
I did.
Cool.
I
Good
did.
boy.
I rubbed grandma's feet.
Yep. That's a good boy. They
Yeah.
need that shit.
Well, you know why? Because she made the best freaking pies and cakes. I mean, she cooked everything from scratch.
And she's on
And
her
I
feet
was- and I
all
was-
freaking day long
right.
doing that.
So I was, all right, Grammy, I'll rub your feet. I'm just a giver that way. Because there's nothing like home cooked meat,
You just scored points with all the women listeners.
right? There's nothing as good as a home cooked meal, especially from scratch. My nana cooks all from scratch. I told her one day, I says, Nana, I want you to show me how to make tamales. I tried to make tamales, dude. Me and my buddy Vince.
Oh man,
Yeah, they
that's
came out
so
like
much
shit.
freaking work. It's
It's
crazy.
huge.
It's insane. I'd prefer to let people do that for me. I think I tried it once.
That was the one time I did it. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
I was just done. I was done with it.
Even
But-
enchiladas. That's like unless
Enchiladas,
you
I
do the
got that.
lasagna style enchiladas. Don't do them flat. You got to roll them.
Well, yeah, I don't mind the rolling.
'Cause that's the
I can do the
challenge.
rolling. Yeah. I can make some bomb ass enchiladas.
Yeah.
That I make. Then I also make an enchilada casserole,
Yeah.
which is when it's flat.
That's like the lasagna.
Yeah.
Mexican lasagna.
Mexican lasagna, and I'm telling you, it's bomb ass.
Yeah, I had a roommate that made it like that. I'm like, dude, you're cheating. But it still tastes pretty good. It's the same ingredients.
Yeah. Only now you can cut it into a square.
Uh-huh.
You know.
You can cut enchiladas into a square. They're just going to ooze out the cheese that's inside.
No, it's not the same.
Okay, so
You have to have the enchilada itself, with that it was rolled up. You take them out and you put a couple on your plate, and then top it off with some sour cream.
not sour cream. I use like onions and cilantro and all that kind of shit.
Well, yeah, but you gotta have sour cream, dude.
Ah, that's for white people.
Oh no, dude!
Says
Sour
white guy.
cream is the freaking bomb, dude. That's it's like mayo.
The Mexican sour cream's better. Real sour cream, that shit's bomb.
I didn't know there was a fake sour cream.
Yeah, it tastes different here.
All right, I am in now Zig Zone mode.
Zig Zone, Zig Zone, Zig Zone.
Now, I've got my email pulled up, but I don't think that I even needed it because I kind of changed things as things started happening. So now it's okay. Now, off of the distraction, let's go back to
Motorcycle awareness.
Motorcycle awareness. Now I'm going to bring up two. Okay, one is a friend of the family. Okay, this kid Kalani, he was 19 years old. 19 years old. Last Monday, and he got a motorcycle about 6 months ago, took the safety course, everything. He was at a stop sign on the corner. It's a four-way stop on Banana and Cherry in Southridge, Fontana.
It's hard to miss those stop signs.
Very, very
Real
hard.
fucking hard.
Very hard because they not only do they have them on each corner, they have them in the middle island thing too.
Big oversized ones, like 4 freaking feet wide or something.
Okay, so now Kalani, and now mind you, he's riding with his buddy. And so Kalani comes to a complete stop. Now, mind you, I took I after the fact and just, going through the mental process of mourning. The kid lives right across the street, directly, not the house directly across from us, but to the next to him. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, again, this boy played football with my older son, Dylan, while he was at Kaiser for 3 years. And great kid. Didn't do drugs, wasn't a troublemaker, graduated with a 4.0.
Damn.
Thank you very much. What he worked out. That's what he did. He went to work, and when he wasn't working, he was at his house. He had the punching bag. He wanted to become an MMA fighter.
Nice.
So
Good
he wanted to go to the UFC. That was his ultimate goal. More power to you, Kalani. The kid was in great shape, really good-looking kid, good head on his shoulders, comes to a complete stop sign, or comes to a complete stop at a stop sign, goes to take off while there's a car still in motion. Now, I weighed the whole thing out, and this is where Kalani made his mistake. Rider speed, Kalani. I'm not trying to do any dissing whatsoever towards this young man, but not really taking into perspective that the car was not slowing down whatsoever. The car never even touched the brakes, was on the cell phone. And when Kalani entered the intersection, while his buddy got to the stop sign and came to a stop, watched this driver roll right into the intersection, no brakes.
So he T-boned him?
And T-boned Kalani.
Damn.
And his injury, now mind you, his buddy watched this happen.
Yeah, don't assume people will stop for you.
Thank you. His injuries were so severe. It broke his neck.
Ooh.
Okay, so bad that the doctor said there's absolutely no way that he is ever going to walk again. He will be paralyzed from the neck down, and his brain, the injuries to his brain were so severe that the doctor said he will definitely be a vegetable. So all he will be doing is existing.
That sucks.
Now, mind you, his mother had to make the call, say Kalani would not want me to have him live this way, and made the choice to tell the doctor, no, my son can't live like this.
Yep. That's a tough decision.
Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. How can you make that decision on your child? Even though, it was the right decision, but why should you have to make that decision? Mm-hmm. Why? It doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense to me. Does that make any sense to you?
It really comes down. It comes down to the decision.
To have to make a decision for other people's life?
Well, no,
Is that the question?
No, this kid was really messed up. Did you even hear the story?
Yeah, I heard the story.
Okay.
Why does it make sense that they have to choose if he lives or dies?
Yeah. Why? If that person would have stopped fucking putting their goddamn focus on that fucking cell phone while they were driving, this mother wouldn't have had to make this decision.
Yeah, that's where the decision was initially made.
Okay.
Decision to look at his cell phone, and he killed somebody, or she, I don't know.
Yeah, and am I not correct? Is that not a felony now?
Oh, unfortunately, that guy did not go anywhere. Was still actually, I think it was a female, yeah, you're going to jail. You just fucked up your whole life. But that, even if she gets 30 years, let's just say 30 years of her life.
Mm-hmm. She's got to live with
this
that.
mother has to do without her child for the rest of her life.
Yep.
Well, people feel sorry for people doing life in prison all the time. Oh, help them out.
Right? Fuck off.
But they don't give a shit about the person they killed or the family they killed took their loved one from.
Right.
Yeah, there's a GoFundMe set up for prisoners and shit all the time. I see them all the time. GoFundMe set up for prisoners. And I'm like, why aren't they setting up GoFundMes for the family of the people that he killed?
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's oh my God. Holy cow. See, this is why I chose not to have guests for a couple shows, because there's so much venting I need to do.
Another vent show.
Because you're going deep. Going deep.
So, I mean, somebody tell me how this is right. Somebody call me and tell me, if you are a mother or a father and you were forced to make this decision because somebody could not put their cell phone down and wait till they got home, or pulled over to the side of the curb. If you're not going to pay attention to driving, okay, then just stop. Pull to the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. They got shoulders.
Right. There's a curb. There's parking. You can park anywhere on any of the streets off of Cherry. And
You know, I've actually done that. If there was something I had to get, I'd pulled over. Way off the road, too, because I don't want to be a magnet for other vehicles.
right. You know, one time I dropped a CD and I wanted to put it inside. That's the one I want to listen to. I want to put in my CD player. I reached down to get it, and when I came back up, I was in the oncoming lane going towards an oncoming car.
Whoops.
And completely, oh shit, whoop. That is the one and last time I ever had anything distract me from driving.
The
Yeah,
last
'cause
time
how
you
long-
used CDs, that's what he's saying. Last time you used CDs.
No, I still have CDs.
Because
still
how
have
long does that
CDs.
take
Hell yeah.
for
What
you
the
just to
hell?
like look away for a second?
Yes. I mean, I literally reached down and we're talking like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But now here's what people don't understand. Okay, Gandalf,
I understand.
I send you a text and my text says, Gandalf, what's up, brother? Now, mind you, for the time that
Are you
took,
hitting on him?
listen,
Yeah, what's
just
up?
listen.
How you doing?
Damn, dude.
Right?
For the time for you to listen to read
Shit just got real.
that text.
You're right. He's choking it up. He's choking it up. It's getting deep. It's getting
No,
deep.
I went
about it already, huh?
went to burping and went to my nose.
Nice.
For the time it took you to read Gandalf, what's going on, brother? You would have traveled at 45 miles an hour the length of a football field.
That's all? Oh, that's nothing.
The length of 100 yards is how much you traveled to read Gandalf.
At
What's
45
up,
miles
brother?
an hour?
At 45 miles an hour.
Shit, we drive 85 here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
85.
Now, there's my point. Now to sit there and be like reading, oh, hey, what are you doing, man? Blah, blah, blah. Bring a blunt. What? Think about what they're reading. They're reading these fucking texts. Or they're sitting there trying to text. I mean, for God's sake, it's hard enough for me to talk on this microphone and put a post on Facebook, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, that's another thing, too. They're not just texting. They're looking at their social media. They're looking
Yes.
at their how many likes did I get on my fucking Facebook? Boom, there's a car. But here's
Or
the
even looking at music, like using the phone to select music, going through different
Yeah,
sites.
selecting music, their Bluetooth. They're like, oh, well, I'm not texting. I'm hooking up my next song from my Bluetooth and shit. Yeah, here's a funny thing, though. Every smartphone, every smartphone gives you a option to put an auto text message automatically every time you receive a text message.
Driving.
And I use, the driving option.
I just ignore people.
Well,
They ignore
I
me all the time. Why can't I
use
ignore them?
that when I know I'm driving a long distance. I'll just put that on.
Yeah.
And then they'll have a dumb freaking message, but then they keep messaging, and then auto text keeps sending the same message. Why don't people implement that? Maybe
Right.
because they don't know about it. I've had to teach several people how to use that because they didn't even know it existed.
We should teach more people to ride motorcycles. Then they'll learn to ignore their phone.
Thank you very much.
Because the motorcycle's way more fun than the phone.
Well,
We got Tico Free that typed in. It says
Tico Louie, what, huh?
Tico Freely. Okay, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that
looking
right.
at it right. Tico Freely, yeah, sounds good.
okay. Says, what is this show about? Obviously, we're kind of off because we get distracted. So, and then it says, God is good all the time. Tico, you know.
Yeah, we need a
I-
fidget,
I-
man. We
I-
got
I am-
ADHD over here.
Let's make this clear.
God is good, but the devil's bad.
I'm not a person.
There's something you're supposed to say after that. God
Well,
is good all
I'm
the
not
time.
I'm not a person to say just because of what I believe in, you know what I mean, or what I don't believe in. I don't ever push that on anybody. I encourage everybody, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you strong, whatever gets you through the goddamn day, that's what you need to believe in. Me, I believe in myself. But, you know, if you want to believe in God, that's awesome, because I was raised in a Christian home till I was 16 years old. And at that point, my dad gave me the choice to say, hey, you know what, because I started questioning my dad. And that's how that came about. So, but, I mean, you know, I would say 90% of the people that I know, or my friends or my family, are either Christian or atheists. Christian, Catholic, you know, whatever it is. I mean, I have Muslim friends. I have Buddha friends. You know, look, whatever makes you happy. That's awesome. But what he did say is, texting and driving sucks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tico, do you have anybody that actually rides a motorcycle? Do you ride a motorcycle? It would be interesting. And even if you don't ride a motorcycle while you're driving, how many times are you driving down the road and have to deal with somebody that is fucking with their phone or fucking with their dash?
Yeah, it happens to other
computer
cars,
or
too.
Yeah, it's not. I don't want to sit there and make like, you know, the motorcycle is the only victim.
Motorcycle drivers do that as well with the phones. I've
No,
seen them many times.
I have never.
I've seen them many times at the stoplight, looking at a device. I'm assuming it's their phone, looking at a device in their hand. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, then they're an idiot, because they shouldn't be doing that either, because they
but they're
even-
stopped, and they think that they're stopped.
Even if you're stopped, somebody can come up behind you
Right.
faster than you can fucking
Right.
know.
Because here's what I tell people in my class. When I teach the motorcycle safety course, which everyone, if you're a rider, please make sure you take the safety course. You can go up the CMSP, CHP. You can go on Total Control, TCTI, and find out about the course and go to one. And I'm telling you, I've been teaching it for 16 years, and I'm not going to stop. I'm looking forward to doing it until I just cannot walk around the range and move cones anymore.
He's doing it until he can't
You
walk
know what I
anymore.
mean? So I can't walk. I'll be out in a wheelchair. I will.
He won't be making anybody a sandwich because he can't walk.
But it, you know, it's
Where's my sandwich?
you know. Okay, well, here's one for you. So how did me and my girl get done having sex and she made herself a sandwich?
Delivery? No.
Because you couldn't fucking walk.
Yeah, you couldn't walk. Yeah. Why could she walk and you couldn't walk? You ain't doing it right.
She made herself a sandwich. Like, what? Hey, you're making a sandwich. I just got done doing you.
Do it better next time.
Yeah, you ain't doing it right.
Make
That's
me a
why.
sandwich.
Go down on her.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck in the wheelchair. She making sandwiches.
Give her the letter O.
Look.
Let's go
follow
next
with
time.
some tea.
Let's go next time.
What kind of sandwich
you have
did
to
she
me a
make?
sandwich. She made a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich. Oh, man. Get me all hungry.
Dude,
What,
it-
did you
it-
put lettuce and tomato in there too?
No.
What kind of bread?
No.
Sourdough,
12 grain.
Oh, the 12 grain. Oh,
I love
man.
that, man. That is such good bread. When I was younger, there'd be no way you could put that in my face. There's no way.
Were
dude.
you a white bread boy?
It had to be Wonder Bread. Wonder
Hey,
Bread
oh,
was
yeah.
the shit.
Wonder
you
Bread
just-
was awesome.
You just reminded me of something. Okay, so there's this extremely popular YouTuber, and it's called Breadface, and she literally gets different kinds of breads and rubs her face in it, and that is her channel, and she has millions of followers.
It sounds like the ketchup girl from
What
Japan.
the?
Have you ever seen her?
Bread face.
No, yeah, bread face. But I haven't
There's
seen
weird
I haven't
shit.
seen the ketchup, but literally
What are you gonna do, Zig?
she takes recommendations on what kind of bread, and she'll get a loaf of bread and she'll put it on the table and she'll rub her face in it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and that is her channel, and she has become very famous because of it.
Wow.
And I am a follower.
Holy
I
shit.
subscribe to it.
Oh my God, dude. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
just type in, go to YouTube, type in bread face, and she'll pop up. She's the first
No,
one.
I think you know.
It's freaking awesome, dude.
I'm not going to be the 1,000,001 customer. I'm not.
Okay, you want me to
Or a
unsubscribe for
follower.
a little bit? You could become 1 million. I'll unsubscribe. You could become the next one.
I'm not going to do it.
You don't have to subscribe. You can just look. Just take a peek.
I'm a subscriber.
I want to take a peek.
I
at
want to
Bread
know
Girl.
the next time she's rubbing her face in the bread.
Okay. I have a very serious question about this.
Yes,
Is she hot?
she is very hot.
Okay.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. It's kind of like that Asian chick. There's some
She is
chick-
Asian.
Yeah, the
She is
ketchup
Asian.
girl.
Oh,
wait, is this the same
Is
girl?
that the same chick that pours like milk down her top or
She just like
eats-
does all kinds of
she-
crazy orgasmic shit with food.
Yeah,
She
with
probably
food.
smells bad.
I'm not familiar with her, but
Like, ketchup doesn't
bread
smell
face
that good.
chick is Asian, and she's hot.
Maybe she's copying the ketchup girl.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
And she giggles while she does it. Because this chick, the one I'm thinking, she's always giggling, and she'll take like a huge barrel full of grapes and just like start shoving her in her mouth.
I'm
and starts
looking this
rubbing
shit
all
up right
over.
now.
and-
Yeah, you got to find her, man.
it called the
you're totally
ketchup
gonna
girl?
get you rock. No, I don't know.
Hold on, I can.
I
don't
saw a
know.
video with her and ketchup. That's why I said that.
You want me to load up the McCrib girl?
Yeah, McCrib.
McCrib. Fucking McCrib. That was the
all
very
about
first
that.
episode I did with you guys, the fucking McCrib.
McCribs.
My buddy Dave Wagner chimed in, and he's on Facebook, and it's tragic, Dave. Dave actually was a rider, and he had a nasty spill on his motorcycle. A driver took him out. Dave, I forgot the story, Dave. So what I need you to do is I need you to chime in, dude. I need you to call in and describe your incident. Actually, I'm going to send him a message right now.
You do that. Hold on one second. Is this? Oh, she's not talking.
That's her.
Sounds like
Is
it.
that
That's
her?
her.
Yeah, she's literally drinking ketchup and spitting it on chips.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
This is weird shit, dude.
I know. I was like, are people getting off to this? She is kind of hot though.
I'm gonna need 3 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, this is no fap zone.
Yeah, that's in the bathroom. I got fat quality over here. Dude, she's rubbing. Oh my god, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, she's hot.
Kaotic Radio is now subscribed.
Holy shit.
She's the Asian persuasion, man.
Dude.
I'm telling you that's my ultimate weakness is Asian. That's my girl Atsuko, dude. She has no other nationality in her blood. She doesn't have anything else in her except the Mexican once in a while.
Just a little Mexican.
Just
Little
a
tiny
little Mexican.
Mexican.
Little bit of Mexican in her.
Little bit of this.
Little bit of that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody got a little thing for Asian women.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you were okay, here you go.
Tell the
JJ,
story. Tell the story.
If you were to take one nationality, now I'm not trying to make this whole fucking race thing, but I'm just saying a nationality. What if you just one? That's it. You can't have any other type of woman, but she had to be a purebred. What would you choose?
Brazil.
Brazil, huh?
Ah, the
Oh,
Brazilian women.
he likes that booty.
He likes that Brazilian.
I like Asian girls too. It was a tough choice, but I knew I had to make it fast.
Brazilian women are. I dated
yeah.
a Brazilian woman. They're
Fucking
nuts.
awesome.
I'm afraid she, this one I was dating, man, I had to stop dating her because I was afraid I was going to wake up and like I'd be missing something on my body because I pissed her off and she was fucked, man. I'm telling you, she was psycho. And I actually left. I left her house. I was like, you know what?
Shout out to Zig's ex-girlfriend there.
right?
Yeah.
We
Shout out to
started
all
to
the
go
psycho
sleep,
girls
but
out there. I love them so
well, I
much,
couldn't.
man.
I couldn't go to sleep. I was sitting there thinking, man, I have a feeling that either she's gonna cut something off of me, like my dick or a finger or something, or I just might not wake up ever again. And so I
Did
just
she strangle you during sex?
she did because here's how it went. She
Oh, she had a whip?
She was like, okay.
Yeah, what's really going on?
No,
right.
we got into an argument, and she gave me that look, and it was like one of those looks, like you ever when you see like one of those horror movies, and they're looking at somebody, and all of a sudden you see the face of the devil or like something evil, and like, whoa, and you freak out.
Yeah, not God, the devil.
That is what I seen, and I'm
God
like
good,
going,
devil
oh
bad.
shit, and so she like, okay, that's fine, you know, and rolled over and just like went to sleep, like. And I couldn't go to sleep. I'm like, holy shit. I think she's going to kill me. And so I left, and that was it. That was, you know, I was like, no, we're done.
That's fucking hilarious. She's like, okay, it's fine. And he freaks out. Ah!
Right? Well, see, here's the thing about
She's like, it worked.
Here's the thing about a female, dude. Their females can be very, I mean, we're talking, where do you think they came up with karma, dude? There is nothing like a woman scorned. I'm just saying. It was that look, dude. I'm telling you, I would have woken up missing a part of my body or dead, because she just let it go too easy. Okay, all right, and then just like gave me that look. Okay,
But for
And
that
then-
Brazilian
and then
booty, that
rolled
might
up.
be worth it, man.
I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
We're talking about Brazilians?
This was
I'm
the
willing to
Brazilian
make
chick,
that
'cause he
sacrifice.
He said he would take a Brazilian woman if there was in. So, you see, Otz was gonna every time. See, last time I talked about an ex. You know,
Zig sleeping on the couch tonight.
Otsko
Yeah.
got all butthurt, but she loves me.
I thought you were talking about
And
your
I-
side
and I-
chick on that
I-
episode.
I love Otsko, and she knows. I just had to let her. She, look, I'm a host of a radio show. You're gonna have to accept me. Just
I thought he said
what
I'm a
the
hoe.
bullshit.
That's all I
Yeah,
said.
that's all I heard.
I'm a hoe.
Get off my ears. Sorry,
Okay,
babe,
so-
I'm a hoe.
Okay, so Gandalf, if you were to take any nationality, but if she had to be a purebred, but you could not deal with any other nationality on the entire planet, what nationality would would it
See,
be?
that's rough, though.
I know it's
because
rough.
Purebred, I don't know, man. I have a thing. Well, 16 years in the medical field, I have a thing for Asians. But that's because I've been around them for so long.
A lot of Filipinos, huh?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
But I don't know. There's something about mixed breeds, man. I mean,
True.
mixed breeds are just freaking awesome.
Actually, a lot of Filipinos have the Spanish and Chinese blood. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really makes them
Mixed breed. But if I have to go
Unique,
if I have to go full in, I'm gonna have to stick with my heritage, which is the Sicilians,
Oh, not bad. That would be
because they can make a hell of a lasagna. I tell you what.
right. Well, my
At least I get lasagna every fucking week.
my ex before I broke up with before I started dating Otsko again, because we were dating when I was in my 20s. She was Italian, and yeah, that would be my second choice. But I love the Asian, and I love Japanese women. Something about Japanese women, see, like Chinese women, they have more rounder heads,
I think they're really freaky Japanese
and
women.
it kind of reminds me of an emoji. You know what I mean?
A fucking country full of emoji
Dude,
people
I
walking around.
Look.
They probably think the same thing of white people with our big ass eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
round eye. You round eye. Fuck. Round eye.
Well, that's how they come up with their characters because they're fascinated by it. But Japanese, it would be the one. That's my. If I had to do just one nationality, female, that's it. That would be her, and it's Otsko.
If it was
because
going
she
to
doesn't
be-
have anything. She is not mixed with any other nationality. She's pure blood Japanese, and she's a good woman. Little bit on the jealous side. I mean, with any female, they have
Well, isn't that
some
because
little
you always
quirks.
talk shit?
Yeah. And I do, man. And you bet Otsko several times. You know? She's.
I met her. I thought she was a myth for a long time. I finally met her for the first time.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Thought she was imaginary.
That's right. Alina accused him of that too.
She was imaginary.
But I mean, you see what but you guys see what I see in her. Am I right? She's very beautiful. And she carries herself well. She's not fucking drunk and sloppy. She actually doesn't really like to drink. She might have like a half a wine cooler. That's about it. And she's a little on the quiet side though.
Yeah, I think she said maybe 3 words when I saw her.
Right.
So she's like the opposite of you.
Yes. Well, like they say, opposites attract. You know, she's more very personal, just, you know, very quiet. I brought her on the show one time, put her on the mic, and she was, no, just say something. Hi. That was it.
We have a phone call.
Oh, we do. All right. Well, shoot. Well, then,
Now
since
you
you're
gotta
already
switch the
on there,
window.
you know. Why don't you go ahead and punch him in? Phone caller, you are live on the Zig Zone. How you doing today?
Hey, Zig, this is Dave that had the katana.
Dave, how are you doing, brother? Dave Wagner himself.
I'm doing good. I'm up on my feet now.
That's good.
Well, you know, Dave, now, because we're talking about motorcycle awareness, I met Dave. He was a customer of mine, had a katana, and had a Harley-Davidson V-Rod.
Ooh, sweet.
So, Dave, give us a quick story about your incident.
Well, last June, in June, I live north of Cal State, and I'm going down the street to go see some friends, and some knucklehead ran a red light and hit me head on, man.
Ooh, damn.
It busted me up good. Broke my pelvis on both sides. Broke my knee, broke a femur, cracked vertebrae in my back, messed up both my shoulders. I've been down for almost a year. I'm just now getting back to work.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And now, Dave, mind you, Avenger, hang on one second, Dave. Go in there and tell him that he needs to shut it, and then grab me a beer while you're at it.
Grab me one, too.
Oh, hey, Dave, grab Dave one, yeah. So now here's one of the things, Dave. Now, which I've never talked to you about how the incident occurred. Now, was the person just wanting to make like the light before it turned red, or were they distracted?
Well, he blew the light, man. It was red.
Oh, it was completely fucking red.
Yeah, he was making that infamous left-hand turn right in front of me. And thank God I just got a green light. And I wasn't hauling ass or nothing. I know that intersection there at University and Kendall. It's a bad one. I'm going slow, and the next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital the next day.
Bang the fuck up.
Dude, I was very fucked up.
Well, and so here's the deal. Now, Dave, you know you're not old. You are a well-aged man. Okay.
Well, thank you.
But
thank you.
Now, but you're not 20 years old. How old? Just go ahead and tell us how old you are, Dave. Because I'm 49. So we're close to the same age.
I will be 58 next month.
So 57 fucking years old, man. I mean, people don't realize. Okay, well, shit. So 57 years old to heal from something like, dude. I was playing basketball with my son, and I shot the ball. It banked off of the rim. Me and him both charged for it, and I went to go reach for it, and I ate shit. Dude, it took me like 2 weeks to really recover from eating shit playing basketball. And now here you are. You're getting fucking face fucked by a car on your motorcycle, and get half your body is like Evil Knievelized.
It was. The bike actually was in like 2, maybe 3 pieces. He hit me that hard.
Damn.
That is absolutely just crazy, dude. And the healing process, it's over a year. You're finally able to go back to work.
Well, I went back to work a couple weeks ago, and the company I went to work for, they know my situation and everything, so they took it real easy on me. But me, myself, I handled it as far as I could. It took me 2 days to recuperate just for working for a day.
Wow. Yeah, because you're like I said, you're not 20 years old. I remember.
I'm not.
I remember doing stupid shit, and I know you do too, Dave. Doing stupid shit, dude. I took the buddy of mine dared me if we could lift his dirt bike onto the top of his house. If who would jump off, who would just ride the dirt bike off the roof? Guess who fucking did that? So
See, let me guess. It was you.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, I'll do it. After like almost a 12-pack of beer. Fuck it. Let's do this. Man, I just took a nosedive, right? I didn't even give it gas. I started to give it gas, but I didn't like blip and clutch it. and like get the front end so I can at least hit level. I just want to roll boom. I did a total freaking Family Guy, man, right down into the ground. Boom.
Nice.
But
I can see you doing that. I can see you doing that too.
but the thing is, I was like 22 years old, and I mean, you know, it dislocated my right thumb. It pushed my right thumb back and dislocated. I pulled it back into place by myself. And of course, my back, kind of got tweaked, and my neck kind of got tweaked a little bit, because I went face first into the pavement.
Ouch.
But within a week, dude, I was like, all right, let's do this. What's the next stupid thing I'm going to do?
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
we can recover. But people, the thing is that people don't realize that it's the people that are out on motorcycles are I'm going to say. Aged well, guys, like you and I, Dave.
Yeah.
And then you got your youngsters. You got your middle age. Well, I guess we are considered middle age.
Yeah, middle-ish, upper middle age.
No, fuck off.
Well, they say the new 50, the new 50 is the new 40. So hey, I'm there.
That's right.
All right, okay, good. I agree with that. So. But the thing is that these are my sons. My son is going to be 17 years old on Friday.
Wow!
My oldest son just turned 19 in January, and now, mind you, his buddy that was killed was 19 years old.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm so sorry about that, man.
Dude, it's an absolute fucking tragedy, dude. And me and my son, we went for a ride yesterday, me and my boys. And we did a ride we rode for Kalani, which is their buddy that passed away, and also for Nicky Hayden, the GP super bike, racer that passed away, and which we're going to bring him up here shortly here too. And then when we came back, the vigil for Kalani is still right there on the southwest corner of Banana and Cherry. And so any other riders out there, if you just want, and you don't have to. Here's the thing when it comes to riders, and I know you agree with me on this, Dave, is that you don't have to know the person to pay respect to them.
True.
Exactly.
Not as a rider.
To me, exactly. That's just it. A rider's a rider. I don't care what you ride. If you ride, we all know what it's like out there. We've ridden on the streets. We've ridden on the freeways. And I drive a four-wheeler. I get it. I got it. But I look out for the guys. And I even see on a daily basis in my little pickup truck that I drive, my four-wheel, I see idiots on their phones. It's like, get the fuck off the phone. You put my life in danger, and I'm in a truck.
Right.
And it's ridiculous. The cell phone is one of the greatest things that we have right now. But unfortunately, it's the biggest distraction in the world.
Truth.
Mm-hmm.
And, if it wasn't, you've seen how I gear up. I've been to your shop. That's where we met. You see when I roll in there, I'm geared up.
Even, dude, in the fucking 110 degrees San Bernardino heat, I've watched you roll up completely leathered.
Leathered up. You got that right, man. And, it doesn't mean that I got all that gear on and everything that I'm going to survive a crash, but it does improve it to a slight extent. And thank God that I spent good money on a damn good helmet.
Yeah.
I still have my helmet. I brought it home. It's sitting on my dresser, and I look at it almost every day, and that helmet is destroyed.
You can imagine what your head would have looked. You wouldn't have survived it, dude.
If I were, no offense to the guys out there that wear half shells and three-quarter shells, I wear a full face. Yeah. My ass ain't that pretty. All right? So, and I'm going to get back on another bike, and this is not my first crash in that area. I've had 3 crashes, one just below university, one in the middle of university, and one just north of university.
Oh, God.
Because people pay attention. Oh, I didn't see you. I got one of those fucking big-ass $400 headlights I put on my bikes. I will blind your ass if I get behind you. Mm-hmm. Literally, I will blind you. And I've had people flip me off because my light's that bright.
Yeah, or they start flashing their high beam at you if they're going the opposite direction.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I
least-
got your attention.
At least you know they saw you.
Right.
That was my point. I'm always waiting for a cop to pull me over here in the beautiful town of San Bernardino and say, well, you can't run with your bright light. Well, did you see me, officer? Yes, I did. That's my point. Guess what I'm going to do? Write me a ticket, because I'm going to do it again.
Thank you.
On mine, if you put the high beam off, people will think there's something wrong with your light, so they'll try to get your attention. Oh, your light's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all my bikes, every bike that I've ever owned, high beam on all day long.
Yep.
All day long, all night long.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yep.
Who
Yep.
was it?
Yeah,
Was it
hey,
Drake or Dylan that didn't want to do that? We were talking about that. One of your
Dylan.
sons.
You know,
Yeah.
And the people
Hear
get
that,
mad
Dylan?
at me. It's like, thank you. You saw. At least you saw me.
Right. I got your attention somehow. You know,
Yeah.
and the same thing with having a louder exhaust. We talked about that. There was a topic on the show a couple months
Oh
ago.
yeah.
You know,
I'm all about the loud sound.
thank you.
You know, now there are those guys out there that are really obnoxiously loud. I get it, but all my bikes, you can hear me. And I've had neighbors in my neighborhood. Hey, man, you quiet down when you start your bike up. I'm sorry. No, okay, I'll quiet down in my neighborhood. I come in quiet, I leave quiet. But once I get going down that road, guess what? If you can't hear me, I'm not doing my job.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we know that they're not paying attention. Their eyes are focused somewhere fucking else. So if they can't see you because they're not paying attention, hopefully they can hear you.
Yeah. Well, I had the little lady pull up next to me one day when I still had my V-Rod, and we had the, oh shit, I forget what pipes I had. This little old lady, 80-some years old, she pulls up next to me, and she gives me the thumb up, and she pointed to her ear. In other words, she liked the way the bike sounded. She heard me. She liked it.
Nice.
And
Nice.
that's a little old lady, and you expect a little old lady to go, your bike's too loud. Turn it, get you. Stop doing that. This little old lady, she fucking loved it.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Goddamn youngster with the loud pipes.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. When you, and you know what, that makes me feel good when people acknowledge shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
It,
awesome.
it does. It does.
Well, you know what, dude, Dave. You know, I'm glad you chimed in. You know, because it makes a lot of sense, and people don't realize. And you know how I'm all about. You know, not only as an instructor, you know, making motorcycle awareness.
Yeah. Most definitely.
You know, we discuss it a lot on the show because I ride, the JJ rides. You know, we've got quite a few people well in our panel, the bike crowd that ride. I have guests, musicians, and that ride. And we just us getting out there, and it's great to hear stories like yours, because you know because people are listening. And as long as that one person's listening, because you know what, it's in their head, and they'll think
exactly.
about that.
Well, you know, I tell a lot of people that I run into that, you know, I ride. I'm a rider, and please, if you don't ride, pay attention to the traffic out there, because you see one splitting traffic on the highway, chances are there's somebody following that person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
You know, whether I know you or not, if I'm riding next to you or riding behind you, you know, the more people together, the easier it is to see us and hear us. But when the traffic's slow and you get riders going down the freeway, watch out. There might be somebody else riding behind that other person.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't cut them off. Give us some room. We are entitled to that in this state to cut traffic.
Yeah, because with us, which Dave's talking about, because we do have people that are listening out of the state of California, Dave, and this is in California. We are able to lane share or lane split or white
Correct.
line, whatever it is, but it is legal to do that here. And you get people that get upset about it because we're getting somewhere sooner than they will. But think about this. If we weren't allowed to, guess how much more, you're already pissed off you're sitting in traffic. Guess how much more traffic there would be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And not only that, a rider does not have the ventilation system like your car does. So if a rider is sitting there in stop and go traffic, they're being asphyxiated. That's the same thing as if you sit there, you parked your car in the garage, took a flex tube, put it to your exhaust pipe, put it inside your window, and rolled it up.
And we don't have air conditioning in our 11s either.
We don't. So we
You're right.
and our engines need and the motorcycle needs to be moving in order to be cooled. Otherwise, it overheats. So people need to realize that. You know, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of factors. It's not just what someone's trying to cater to the motorcycle rider. No, there's a lot of factors involved that make it why we are allowed to do that in the state of California. But you know what, Dave? I really appreciate you calling in, man. We're getting ready to take a break. You know, Dave, if you want to stick around, dude, if you want to put your cell phone on the charger and stick around, we're gonna take a break. We got to pay some bills. But you're more than welcome to stick around if you want, Dave.
Oh, you know, I'm going to take off because I got to go do a couple things. It's finally got cool enough, and my skinny ass can walk out the door now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And you're very white, so the sun went down, so you don't get sunburned.
Yeah. I got to be careful. You know, I will burn real easy. You know, I'm an old white guy, and I don't need to be burnt. You know, I got enough problems in my life.
Right. All right. Hey, Dave, you know what, man? I'm glad that you're recovering, you know, well, dude. And I can't wait, you know, to stop by the shop and say hi, man. Give me a big hug. All right, brother?
I will do. And remember, I still need some of those prices for that V-Rod that I got still sitting in the garage.
And when that time comes, we're going to fucking hook your shit up, dude.
I'm ready for it, man.
All right. You got it, brother. You have a great one, Dave.
You too, and you guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for
you
listening
too.
in. All right. Bye. All right. So this is the Zig Zone. We are going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to pay some bills, and I got to piss. So we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Later.
Just another shooter.
There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
Yeah, we are back. It's a manic Monday. Cheers. for JJ.
Cheers.
All right. The last of the 1800. Ooh, that's so smooth.
Delicious.
America Mike brought in that bottle of 1800. I'm surprised it lasted till now.
Because we had the big bottle of the other stuff too.
Yeah.
And we killed them both.
Yeah. Yeah, they're done. So you're to bring in the next bottle.
I am to bring in the next bottle.
The next bottle.
I will bring a very large bottle.
Okay, so anyways, we're back. We're discussing, motorcycles. Stop being distracted. I'm going to go to a new topic, but before I do go to the new topic, please, people, what I ended up with, we're talking to Dave, is that, I have two boys. One is going to be 17 years old on Friday. One that just turned 19 in January. And they are very responsible riders. These boys know what to look out for. But they were trained from a very young age. Since they were born. They were around motorcycles. When I started riding them on the back of my motorcycle, I would tell them what I'm looking for. They joined me at the motorcycle training course, and their mom used to give me a lot of shit, because once me and their mom got divorced, I had my boys every other weekend, and so I was not scheduled on 2 weekends or whatever every other weekend of the month. So when I didn't have my boys, I was teaching. Now, there were times when I had my boys, then I get a phone call, saying, "Hey, Zig, you know what? An instructor can't show up. We need you there." Okay. And I brought my boys. Now, I would get shit from the boys' mom. Mm-hmm. Well, why would you have the boys there? They're bored. They don't need to be there. And I go, no, they do need to be there because they're going to be riding motorcycles. They need to be there. And she didn't understand it. But you know what? Now that they're riding,
yep, came in
she
handy.
understands it. She understands it. And she, after giving me tons of shit, she says, you know what? I'm glad that they did spend that time at the range. Because when does our brain absorb the most information? When we're young, right? And so if that's what they know from when they were just riding, little 50cc dirt bikes, if they knew that then, and they're still dealing with it now, because I'm still an instructor.
Yep.
I'm going on 17 years, baby.
Hell yeah.
And that's how old my son is, my younger son. Mm-hmm. So I started doing this when he was born. And so they know that. They come and visit. They come join me on the range sometimes. If they're not doing something, I say, hey, come on, let's come to the range and kick some cones for me. And they'll come on. They'll put their safety vest on, and they'll go out there and during breaks, the students, during a break, they will sit there and the students will talk to them like, hey, so what's it like, blah, blah, blah. And then this and that, if they have like trouble with a certain deal, now they've got me as an instructor, and I'm the scary looking kind of guy sometimes, that people, they're like, oh shit, because we covered that last time on Biker Rally. And they will go to my sons who are younger and say, well, wow, you're young, but you have, what's it like to have an instructor for a dad, and how does that play off with you, and how do I make this that I'm not doing right, how do I make this better? And they'll tell them, and it's funny how it works. So, but does that make my boys safe every single time they ride? No, it does not. Everything becomes safer with them riding, because I want them to come home. When I don't hear from them, if whenever my boys are out and they're riding, even if it's at night or whatever, I send them a text. Where you at? And they'll say, I'm over at blah blah blah. So at least I know where they're at. When they first started riding, they're going to school and then riding home. I make sure they sent me a text when they got to school, and school's only a mile down the street. I want to make sure that you made it to school, and then text me when you're leaving school. Text me when you got home, because Kalani literally the accident right there at Cherry and Banana is only I'm not shitting you. I don't have that strong of an arm, but let's say if I was Tony Romo.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Romo could throw a football to that intersection from my backyard, and this boy Kalani lived right across the street from us. That's how close to home things could be. So it doesn't matter if they're going 3 blocks up the street. I need to know. So I check on my boys. So please, people, take your vision off of your cell phone, off of your your computer dash in your car, and just program whatever you need to do before you take off. You want to listen to a certain song, or you want to go to what's
Pandora?
Sirius Radio, Pandora, whatever it is. Program that shit before you pull out away from the curb, before you pull out of your driveway, before you pull out of the parking spot, and just there you are. You've got it programmed. You're done.
Or let your passenger take care of the
Or let
music.
your passenger, right?
As long as they don't play shit that sucks.
Right.
Otherwise, just put it on shuffle or put it on your favorite station. Put a CD on.
Right. When I'm driving, if someone calls me or whatever, my phone, I don't pay attention to it. I'm driving.
I get mine on Bluetooth in my car. It'll automatically send the phone through the speaker.
Yes.
But I won't always take it.
And people need to figure that shit out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just connect it the first time you get in the car and you're done.
Right, and it answers. And there's a speaker right there in your car. I have it in the truck.
It even reads text too.
I have it in the truck, but I don't even want to talk to people. I just want to drive. I want to listen to my music, and I want to get to my destination. I want to pay attention to everything around me.
Yeah, the problem is if you use your cell phone for the Bluetooth to talk and you use it for music, now you're cranking the music and it gets interrupted when somebody calls. But if you got it separate, you can just crank that music and oh, sorry, dude, it's too loud.
If you have a CD like me, yes, that's right. I have a CD still.
Ain't nothing gonna stop the CD.
All I got to do if I'm in a which I never am. If I'm in a conversation, then I can always punch it back and listen to that song again, right? The only time that I talk to people is if my boys are one of my boys are in the car. When my phone rings, if Drake is sitting next to me, he'll pick the phone up. Mm-hmm. And he'll answer it. Yeah, blah blah blah. I don't answer it.
Yep, I do that for work because when we're in the work trucks, we're not allowed to use their cell phones at all. It's work policy. So if I'm driving and my cell phone's right there and it rings, I'll tell my coworker, hey, pick that up for me.
Right. So anyways, folks, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. Because we talked about we haven't talked about Nicky Hayden.
Yeah.
This guy is a GP superbike champion. This guy puts his life on the line for a living. He's crashed at almost 200 miles an hour on the racetrack and survived. He did a race last weekend, and after the race, a couple days after the race, he was riding a bicycle.
Damn.
And
sucks.
got taken out by a car riding his bicycle because the driver was distracted by a device in their car.
I've seen a lot of drivers intentionally. Actually, a friend of mine just today or yesterday, no, it was today, hit and run while he was on his bicycle.
Right.
A driver on his cell phone again, just ran him over and then took off.
What
a douche.
And here's what doesn't make sense to me. Why do you? How can you? There's more cars around. How can you sit there and watch something like this happen, and then watch the car take off and not take off after him?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I did that once on the motorcycle. I was on the motorcycle. I saw a car take out a bicycle, knock this girl way up in the air. She landed on her face. She was already ugly. It's okay. No, she actually got back up, so she wasn't hurt too bad. And then he just took off. He looked at her right in the face and took off. And everybody behind him, nobody stopped for her. Not a single person. They all just kept going.
Went about
And
their business.
They were going in front of me. And I wanted to run that red light and go after him. So the first break I got, I took off, but he was already up too far and I didn't see where he turned.
Oh, hell.
Even on
dude.
the bike, I was like, damn it. I'm supposed to be able to catch him.
Right.
Because I wanted to find him.
If you were in a car, at that point, I would just be like, okay, I've got a car. If I get into an accident because I'm going to chase this fucking guy, okay, that's cool because I'm safer in my truck, or my
Well, in
Mero.
a car, you can do the pit maneuver on him,
Yes, but on a bike,
oh,
yes,
wait, don't do that, people.
I could see that on your motorcycle. Okay, well, if the risk was too great to try and catch this guy because everyone's fucking moving around you, there's no sense in having two tragedies.
Yeah.
So I see that, but in the big picture of things, how does that happen? And it happens to riders all the time. How does that happen that a rider gets taken out? There's people that watch this happen. The driver takes off, and nobody chases that driver to get.
How can you
the
be so
license plate or
complacent?
something?
Just like going on your way when like a woman is like literally got tossed up in the air and landed face first on asphalt.
It's just disgusting, dude. People really piss me off.
Yeah, I gave up on the chase and I came back to check on her to see if like she needed to go to the hospital or anything.
Was she okay?
Yeah, there was like a couple. She was homeless, and there was a couple other homeless people that were there that were with her. So
well, I've got a one of my son's uncle Boz and my older son's godfather. His mom was killed in San Francisco riding a bicycle. Her bicycle is still there at the intersection. They did it as a vigil, and they took her bike, and I guess the city was okay and everything, and they put her bike and they put it at the intersection that she got hit on.
yeah, it helps remind people to be aware
Yes.
of bikes.
Right. And it's like, dude. And so Nicky Hayden is riding a bicycle, dude, riding a bicycle and gets killed because of a distracted driver. So it's not just hurting, the motorcyclist, the bicyclist, the pedestrian, it kills people driving cars.
I'm actually going to put my, because I took the stock mirrors off of my CBR and I put on some aftermarket ones that had turn signals built in.
Yeah, they suck.
I'm going to put, they're awesome.
They suck.
The actual,
Because you wired them up.
the coverage area. Actually, somebody rewired them. That wasn't me. When I thought it was you that did that, but it was when I was going to the other place.
No, I would have done it right.
Yeah, I did it right too. There was a completely different wire in there, and somebody messed it up. Somebody like pulled it, yanked it out, and then tried to rewire it, and they did it wrong. It's like Jesus. But I'm gonna take the old mirrors and put them on my bicycle, because that's like the number one fear is like, what are people doing behind me?
Oh, true.
And you don't have as much power to get out of a situation on a bicycle. You're just there.
Right.
So when somebody's coming up behind you, and a lot of cars really dislike them and will try to hit them.
So we've got some chiming in on the. Let me see. We've got some chiming in. Tico calls in. Get some AC on your motorcycles, like because we were talking about
Yeah.
Tico, I tell you what.
Actually, does the Vision have AC?
If you can come up with an AC that'll work on a motorcycle that is not an enclosed space, you are going to be brilliant. They do have suits though that have they can cool you down, but it's
it requires a big fan. You're not supposed to ride with it.
And also, and what if you don't have a passenger? You need to enhance on that one.
For the
But he did say that
when we're talking about the music.
Yeah.
They just
Everyone
pre-program.
loves Asian women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you, Tico.
Yeah, just make like a playlist ahead of time, so that way. Plus, that's better than having a passenger. choose
Rachel
for you.
chimes in and says, "You just want to drive and listen to Kaotic Radio." Yes, you do.
Yep.
But you program that in and play it before you take off from the curb, the parking spot, or your driveway.
I hope she didn't type that while she was driving.
Yeah, I hope you didn't do that while you were driving, Rachel. Actually, no, she doesn't. She takes the bus.
Cool.
So now the next topic I wanted to go on is because I want to make sure I covered the whole, obviously the motorcycle ones that take most of the show because we only have, a half hour left. Is the taking things out of context.
What'd you say it like that for?
taking things out of context. Let's put it this way: like me, I'm a smart ass.
You don't say.
I say things and just to push people's buttons.
I think sarcasm is my second language.
Yes, exactly. You know, and so like let's put it Facebook for instance.
Face fuck.
I'll say things that just like, you know, I just want to see how much of a rise I can get out of somebody.
Is that why you use all caps?
Yes. I'm always yelling at you.
Zig is Mr. All Caps.
But now let's just say that you're in a conversation, you know, like, but sometimes I would actually, oh shit.
You just logged yourself out.
I did. I just logged myself out. And someone posted something. Hang on a second. I will say something.
And then everybody will take it wrong. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't believe you said that on Facebook.
Yeah.
My mom reads this.
Yeah, or it just could be something stupid. It could be one word. And they take it on constant. Then they start blowing the fuck up. And they're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Like
So-
post the word moist. Moist.
Mike Boyle. I used to actually, we used to call him Boyle on my ass. Mike Boyle's he sent me a message. It says, right on, Vernon. And he was basically saying, you know, right on, Vernon. To he always called me Vernon. He told me he was making a comment about just, you know, what we're setting up for, what we're trying to make people aware of. Okay, so that's awesome. Actually, I just got another one that's popped up.
All right.
Oh, Dave. Look at, he sent a picture.
Oh, that's his helmet.
That's just Dave.
Yeah, he's
Holy
right.
shit. Dave that called in earlier sent a picture of his helmet, a full face helmet, and it's, of course, it's on top of his leg that has like some kind of huge brace on it because it broke his leg. So
Yeah, he's
it's
got pins in there.
Yeah, he's got pins in it. Okay, so wow, dude, Dave, that's
some serious painful shit.
That is some really serious painful shit.
But that helmet, if you're like looking at getting a motorcycle, go full face helmet. The level of protection is way better. And nobody wants to see your fucking face anyway. Right?
Right? But you know, back to the people taking things out of context, and Facebook happens all the time. It happens even in texting, and you know,
yeah.
my
There should be a sarcasm font or something.
there should.
Sarcasm emoji.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say this.
Isn't that what the poop is
Okay,
for?
The poop.
I know somebody, and this person likes to use the word whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, now when whatever first came out, it really was like, you know, it was like,
Yeah, you could
hey,
be like, hey, I'm down for whatever.
well, no,
Oh, now, see, I think that's a neat idea.
I'm talking about in a conversation. Let's just say that you and I,
whatever.
you and I, yeah, whatever. That means you don't give a
Whatever.
shit. Fuck off. You know, I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. That's whatever. Now it's more like it's just okay, whatever. Yeah. You know, you could say, Vijay, we could be like, you know, riding down the road. You know what? I don't feel like going to Hell's Kitchen. I think we need to go to, you know, let's go to In-N-Out instead. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm just, whatever means I'm agreeing to it.
Right.
So it's kind of changed its course. But
Did you get in trouble, Zig?
No, not me. Not me.
Whatever. I do what I want to.
I understand it. I think I'm a little bit more of a tolerable person because I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor, and I have to deal with 24 different people, and on Saturday and Sunday. Well, it's the same class, but there's two classes: 12 people in the morning, 12 people in the afternoon. So that's 24 different personalities that I have to figure out. I can't take everything literally because I have to figure out each person is different.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I deliver everything, any kind of correction that I have to instill in them. I have to phrase it differently.
Yeah, you got to like find out how they understand it and be able to speak into that.
Exactly.
That's a talent.
Right. and while you were getting ready to say that, you were burping at the same time.
Just about to. I was holding the burp back. I've done that before where I'm like just talking in mid-sentence. Yeah. Now you're going to do that with the beer.
Not yet. But it's
whatever.
I think, yeah. I think, but what happens is then it escalates. And I've watched this, especially on Facebook.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll put something out
Here
there.
come the trolls.
And God forbid it's political. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but I'll put something out there and you watch. And I'll see someone make like just a comment, a sneering comment, and then someone else is like, "Oh my God, bro," and they lose their fucking mind. And I'm looking at
it's an online conversation,
right,
people. Relax.
Right. But see, when they read that, it's different than them sitting like right now. If you and I were in a conversation, and if I typed it on Facebook, you would take it how you took it. But if you
all caps.
But if you see my face and we're in a conversation, you would probably laugh at it.
But that depends too, because you can be off even face-to-face conversation. But if you know that, if you're the one talking to the person, you can better interface with them to get that little subconscious handshake going. So that way you know that what they're hearing is what you're saying.
Truth. But it
I always say the wrong thing. I'm just going to say that right now. It's just I say the wrong thing. It's going to happen.
I know I do. But lots of conversations.
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it that way.
But lots of conversations get taken, the wrong way because it might be the way it's phrased. Some people don't realize
it's like sometimes
how
it's
to
accidental when you stick
properly.
it in the wrong hole.
Well, oh,
whoops,
man.
wrong way, baby. Was that a brick wall moment?
It's one of those, I've been there moment.
Do it.
Yeah. Been there, and she wasn't too happy about it.
That's why they make lube.
This fucking guy. Which is true. I have to agree with you on that. I'm sorry. It ain't my fault that God put the two holes right next to each other.
I think we went off topic again.
Yes, we did.
But it's the perfect example.
Which goes right into our conversation.
Because it's true.
Don't take it wrong. Sometimes it might go the wrong way.
Yep. They're right next to each other. Sarcasm and regular fonts are the same. What does the poop emoji mean?
Oh my God.
I always figured you'd use that to call somebody a shithead.
Tico says moist.
Yep.
But if she's not moist, that's what lube's for.
Sarah Lee's moist.
That's what the lube is for. Don't want to get my girl started on that one, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She won't call in. She just won't put out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I'm 49 fucking years old, dude, and I get put on restriction. And I'm telling you, at 49 years old, you put me on restriction from the pussy, dude. That's all bad. I would rather just not, put me on restriction for riding my motorcycle for like 2 weeks. Just say it.
Yeah.
But it's you would think that after the whole. Okay, let me rephrase this. What happened to conversation? Okay, if you were in a conversation, you can actually sit there and explain yourself. Even if you and I were in a conversation, we're verbally talking to each other.
Oh, that's usually where I dig my hole even deeper. If I have to explain myself, it's all over.
But at least I would understand.
It's way too late.
But at least I would understand. Because I'm a person that does it all the time anyways.
I love you, baby, but she's so goddamn hot too.
But before cell phones, it was like, okay, when there was pagers, beepers, you had to call the person.
And what about the person who every fucking page they put 911 on it? It's like, really? Everything's a fucking emergency. Yeah.
Yeah, then you call them. It's like, I was just trying to find out, what are you doing, dude?
You know, you can page people on cell phones. I used to do that rather than leaving a voicemail. I'd just boom, hit the number, say, give my callback number, because I'm too lazy to leave a voicemail. I'm also too lazy to listen to voicemail.
I don't listen to my voicemails either. If you call my cell phone, which I know you have.
Mine doesn't even tell me I have voicemails. It just gave up on me.
No, mine just says, hey, this is, Zig, blah, 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 blah. Do not leave a voicemail. Send me a text.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Now, that's a good constructive version of doing that. If you can't talk, then go to the next version. But talk first.
If you want to get... Because I'm either riding what it does say, I'm either working on a motorcycle or I'm riding my motorcycle. Mm-hmm. Or I'm driving. Okay, so I got
driving your motorcycle?
A car. So I'm doing three things that I don't...
Driving a motorcycle, I heard it.
Well, one...
Driving...
If I'm riding my motorcycle, I'm not going to talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm concentrating on my ride. I don't need to be in a conversation with you. The only conversation I want to be in during my ride is my boys, if we're communicating and I'm working on, say, Drake's technique.
Do you use a two-way radio or shit?
No, we have communication devices on our helmet.
Oh, cool.
And so, I'll have him go in front of my bike, and I'll watch him as it takes corners up. I'll be like, hey, Drake, you're turning too early. You're not braking, soon enough. Whatever it is. So this is why I make corrections while we're riding. But I'm not going to be sitting in a conversation talking about fucking their Kardashians and bullshit like that. And I don't.
Did you hear about them?
And I don't, fuck the Kardashians. And I don't. And
did you watch last week's episode?
No,
oh
I
my
did
god!
not.
Oh my god!
No,
Let me
but
tell you.
my girl Oscar loves that shit, dude.
What is it about people that are so fascinated with them?
I have no idea, dude.
I can't stand watching them. It's just like them bitching about stuff.
Well,
oh wait, that's what we do.
Well, but see, our show kicks ass.
Yeah,
we're not rich.
We don't have to have sex.
Yeah,
changes.
we don't have to floss all this wealth that we have.
Yeah, I'm not even going to floss at all.
Oh, look, let's just have the cameras follow us to watch all these nice. And how much is this diamond ring? Oh, that diamond ring is $40,000. Oh, that's so nice. But how much is this one? That one's $50,000. That one is much nicer. You know what I mean? We're like going shit. Okay, do we go to Jersey Mike's?
Can we get a Groupon on that?
Get a giant at
Groupon.
$14 with the extra bacon? Or do we go to In-N-Out and get a 4x4 for, $5? You see what I mean? There's a difference. There's a difference. What kind of car do I want to, buy? Well, I can't afford a fucking, brand new goddamn Mercedes with all the cha-cha bells and whistles and bullshit like that. I bought it. I have a '99 Camaro. Sweet. I bought that thing in 2003. It's paid for. I bought it for $10,000.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah, and it's got all the bells and whistles too, and I've hooked it up. But I also own a 2006 Toyota Tacoma. Could I have bought? I was approved for a brand new one. I didn't want to buy a brand new one. I don't need. Why do I need that? To drive around and then say, "Hey, look at my new truck. Mm-hmm. What do you got?" Fuck that. Fuck the Kardashians. Bunch of fucking freaks, man. Then you got the fucking, Bruce Jenner fucking walking around as a goddamn broad. I mean, hey,
you saw his ass in the 70s.
Caitlyn Jenner.
To each your own. That's fine. But we don't need to sit there and floss it and make it some kind of huge fucking, ordeal. I think it's stupid.
Caitlyn was Woman of the Year last year.
Dude, that was the most ridiculous thing on the planet. But anyways, outside of contestants, now people, what's wrong with conversation? Okay, here's the deal. When I start reading text, if there's text between me and a few other people, or if there's emails between me and a few other people, someone needs to actually take that point to drop the ball and just pick up the fucking phone and say, hey, okay, let's talk about this. Mm-hmm. But that's not what happens. What happens is the texts keep going.
Yeah, let's talk about this means let's text some more.
Right. And what happens is everything, again, keeps taken out of context. Mm-hmm. Roy, come here.
Oh, you're going to get him started on this, too.
Dude, I love
He's going to love
this.
Well,
because he's sitting there on his fucking phone. I love.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Roy. I love bringing Roy and Jimmy, whoever I can get on my show. I loved it because, especially Roy. Because Roy is a very passionate motherfucker, dude. As soon as you see him talking, if he's passionate about something, dude, his eyes they bulge out of his head like Arnold Schwarzenegger on that
Oh yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah,
yeah.
My boy, my boy Roy.
So we're talking about how people take texts out of context, like anything, how something can be misread, and then people just keep texting rather than talking.
And this is going to be good because this is going to be something great on your comedy show, which I have to admit is fucking awesome. So now, Roy, say you, me, and Vijay are in a conversation, we're texting, and I say something, like say I whatever, and so automatically say he takes offense to that because he thinks I'm like, oh well, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
You understand that I just be like, okay, well, oh, here comes Jimmy.
All right.
I got the Roy and Jimmy thing on the fucking.
They have entered the Zig Zone.
There we go.
Yes.
Welcome to the zone.
I'm not being very passionate.
Okay.
Right now.
I love the zone. I love the zone.
But you see where I'm coming from. How many times have you guys been on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and you said something and someone takes something out of context?
Yes. Well, first of all,
is she listening?
No. First of all, there's no way to put an infliction in text. And if you're going to get your ass bent because someone sends you a text and it bothers you, first of all, you have a fucking problem.
Thank you.
Just chill out. Relax. But why does a text thing, only thing is Jimmy and I do it all the time, but why does a text or a message thing have to go on for like the 15 minutes what I heard you talking about? And then someone gets pissed off and then someone just like whatever, and this guy's like, I do it to Jimmy all the time. And it actually happened. I say, like, what I say, okay. Or I'm very short answers. And I go, and then he does it to me, and I'll like, really? And you go, dude, you do that all the time.
I did that to somebody.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. Like Roy said, if you're in a conversation text, then, and you get offended, then that's just bullshit. Why'd you get offended? Call me. Obviously, if I'm talking to you, if I'm texting you more than 5 minutes, that's a conversation we need to have on the phone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're in a group text, group messaging, and everyone's just kind of chiming in, unless you say, Jimmy, you're a fucking asshole, I'm not going to get offended.
Jimmy, you're a fucking asshole.
Right? Exactly.
In a group text.
Right. You know what I mean? You get personal then, because this is so impersonal.
Yes.
Okay. This is These are quick things. Hey, Roy, how was the show last night? Zig, what's going on? Guys want to get together? Good. You know, that kind of 2-3 minutes
was good.
tops. You know, but yeah, your only one who's going to get offended on a text message is your girlfriend.
I have a question.
They're the ones they'll take. And it depends on the context you're talking to. They're the ones who'll be more likely to get butthurt about it.
Right.
They're the ones who'll say, you know, whatever, and then you don't text them back right away because you're living life and breathing air.
Yeah, then they send you the question marks.
You didn't text me back. What the fuck was this? What is whatever? Why you gotta? You know what I mean? But that's a normal conversation. So it's a boy-girl thing, guy. It's your partner thing. Those are the ones who get offended on the texting. But if he gets offended by something I say, go fuck yourself. You'll get over it.
And I get over it. But he would tell me that in person, so I don't care.
And the same thing he would think of me. If I said something, if I texted something that seemed off a bit, he would say, "You all right?" We would just jump right over to, "Are you okay? What's going on?"
Right. But the difference now, let's say like Jimmy, you and I were in a conversation,
right?
And I sent you, I replied whatever, and I put a smiley face. Okay, that's one thing. But people take away the smiley face and they just see whatever. Where it'd be different is if you and I were talking, I saw whatever and I'm laughing. You take it differently.
Smiley faces make everything better.
I take this just like a conversation. If someone said whatever, I know where it is. You know what I mean? If I was trying to say where's my money, and you end that conversation off with whatever, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Oh, there you go. Because you're Italian.
I'll be a little offended. I'll be a little offended.
We're gonna call Sal. See,
You know what I mean?
He's gonna have a little talk with
What
you.
do I mean? You're going to be texting about that? I'm going to offend you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Same with you. Same with you.
Yeah, you're not. My thing was like I wanted to make sure you're okay.
If I threw in the middle of this conversation,
it's true.
If all four of us are in a group conversation, I said, I'd love to fuck your mother, and that came out, be offended.
Right.
Well, I'm not offended because
Well, I
you
don't
think
know.
my mom is hot.
Yeah, your mom.
My
your mom
mom's
is
like
hot.
she's not-
She's not really that.
Your
hot.
mom is hot.
We're
But
all trying to whore our
but
moms
You know
off.
what I mean? It's just another reason for people to bitch and moan.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's just a trigger thing saying, well, you left me with this whatever for 2 days. It's just one more reason.
Isn't that great though?
There
that
is
you have the power to do that.
Exactly.
But there is a point where eventually it's okay. There's enough messaging because at that point, then the messages start getting more and more. People start getting more pissed off. Instead of like, okay, instead of this escalating, let me do this. Let me hit. There, it's called. It's a phone. It's an old school phone. It's fun. It's not a cell phone. It's actually an old school phone. And it just you touch that button and guess what? It magically dials Jimmy. Hey Jimmy, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Exactly. You all right? What's going on?
Right.
Well, the only thing good about a text though is like when I'm at work or he's at work, we can shoot one out there and catch someone when we can,
Yep.
and it'll go back and forth all day that way. That's okay. But if it's like that's what we use it for.
But you don't have to reply to text right away. That's
No,
why
and
they're
we're all-
text.
Right.
But if it goes a couple days,
But,
I'm going to say, well, is Jimmy okay? Is he dead? But other than that,
What I found
Well,
is
come up with the money.
Yeah, the people who get offended by a text, it's in a relationship already in a fight, or a couple of friends are already in a fight. You know what I mean? It's just another means to squabble.
But
or
there's
an
a lot of
excuse.
random fights, like on Facebook. When
Facebook.
Even
Yeah.
Facebook,
Political
the same-
stuff.
that's what we were talking about earlier. That's even worse when it comes to even Facebook or like a group email. It goes on this and it starts escalating.
Oh, yeah.
very very quickly.
Yeah, keyboard balls. That's what I call it. Keyboard balls.
Oh.
Don't type anything on social media you wouldn't say in person.
Hey, let's start a post about
Right.
vaccinations.
That'll get them. Fortunately, people,
Oh, shit, the
most people
comments
that
are coming
know,
in.
most people that know me understand me, and so they get it.
Well, see, that's a good point.
But then there's like that 40% that like
That's a
well,
lot.
what the fuck, Zig? That is a lot. and ask me if I care.
That's like
he's
four
got
you don't
out
care.
of 10.
He's got too many people that he can do percentage like that with. Yeah.
I got.
He's like,
2%.
fuck you, you're part of the 40.
If 50% of my friends get mad at me, that means Roy's mad at me.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Because no, I'm looking for that text that I'm trying to see if I can find it way back a long time ago when I said something. That's like that's it. And you're like, oh, you said that shit all the. You say that shit all the time.
Oh yeah, because Roy responds with "ugh" or the letter K, and those kind of piss me off. I don't get offended by it, but it's like, come on. Roy.
What about
It's like,
coup? If they type
then
cool,
I know
but without the L?
I know when I'm texting him, he's working, and usually when he texts me, I'm working. So I just know that's him responding, being polite.
Mm-hmm.
But still, every time I get the "ugh," I'm like, Jesus. Okay, Jesus. And so I did it back to him, not on purpose. I did it in the same kind of fashion. I got to go. And he went, what the fuck was that? And I laughed. I said, dude, that's what you do.
Busted.
He's like, oh, okay, I got it.
I'm looking at my responses a lot, and it's like pretty much LOL, LOL,
Okay.
LOL, LMAO. This is my responses.
The letter
Okay,
K.
what does LO mean? It's already LOL. Laugh
That's
out
a
loud.
lot of laughing.
There's a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
A lot of laughing, a lot of laughing, a lot of
Yeah.
laughing, a lot
But
of laughing.
sometimes you even got to watch it
enough.
with punctuation and shit. Like there's this one person I pissed off. She was like,
Oh,
"Can I come
Ron,
over?"
look at
I
Ron.
said yes, and I always
That's a good-looking guy.
like
right
out of
there.
habit. I always use
took
my
it off real
punctuation, so I put yes with a period.
Right.
And she's like, "What does that mean? Why did he put a period?" And she had all this
God.
shit going on in her head, like for days, until she finally talked to me about it. And she's like, "What did you mean by that?" I'm like, "I meant yes."
I text like I text like I was taught grammar, so I'll say so, comma. Maybe you should, comma. You know, I always have to do proper punctuation when I can.
Yeah.
If we're going to lose that. That's already going to be gone.
I stopped capitalizing, though.
in this form of human as we're going with these texts and
It's all
autocorrect and everything.
abbreviations.
My phone needs to auto capitalize because
I-
I'm not going to do that.
I like the apostrophe S. I like the freaking
Yeah.
the UR, which is U apostrophe RE.
yeah, it's easy to do now that we don't have to thumb text on little numeric keypads.
Exactly.
So you got no
Exactly.
excuse.
Well, I'll tell you,
There's one that says, how many text messages to phone minute ratio do you guys have? Did you guys? Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's a good question.
How many text messages to phone minute ratio did you guys have last month?
Let me go to my
yeah,
dashboard
okay.
view.
Do you want me
That's-
to actually think?
I probably, honestly, if I go top of my head, it was probably a 90-10.
Yeah,
90 text, maybe 10 call.
Yeah, more text because
Yeah.
I don't need a long. We don't need a long conversation to discuss what we're doing. It's like in and out of the. That's it. And it's done. We don't need to spend the time. Ready? It's like, hey, is so and so coming to the show? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
For example,
Why do I gotta call and do that?
If we're texting,
True.
we're texting just normal. What's going on? Here's what happened. I went bowling. Blah blah blah. Hey, listen, I booked Gayla Johnson for next week. Call me.
Yeah.
That's important. Call me.
Right. Or if I'm at the nudie bar and just an amazingly hot chick and I really have to
Now
call
that's a
you,
come
Jimmy.
over.
Hey, Jimmy. if instead of typing a whole goddamn book, I'm
She's dancing to
hey,
Aerosmith.
Jimmy, you have no idea, man.
There's
This
a tattoo on her ass.
right?
Well,
I'm gonna
if you're at
call
the-
you.
If you're at the nudie bar, I would appreciate you FaceTime video that shit first. Give me a heads up.
Well, first thing what I would do is I'd take a picture of that tattoo that's right on her ass or right next to her, love channel, and then I would call you and say, "Hey, Jimmy, take a look at that photo, man. I'm telling you, she's dancing. Oh, it's off now, dude. I'm talking to you now. I can't take a picture of it."
But yeah, that's a great question. And honestly, I'd say it's a 90 text, 10% call.
So, I mean, do you think because of technology, do you think everything's become less personal?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think before you had to call your buddy or whatever. There was no cell phone. There was the phone. You dialed it up.
I would say yes and no. For example, if all this shit happened during my lifetime, so I know how to talk to him way before this shit.
Right.
So I know how to text him in that form. You understand that part?
True.
We know how to talk that way also.
But here's the thing, though. I think yes and no is the right answer too, because we wouldn't call each other every day,
No,
but we do text each other pretty much every day on something.
it's true.
Yeah.
So there is more, that personal part is because I may not call Jimmy for a week, or I'd go when we were growing up, we might see each other. But now it's probably, I'm going to say at least 5-6 days a week we're in contact. So in that way it is more personal because we're in contact more often.
It's easier to be in contact.
Right.
And it's easier to be
this
in
way.
contact with people.
My best
And
friend,
it was not some of the conversation,
Yeah,
just to get a point across.
my best friend from first grade, he moved to Texas, so that constant contact is gone. But so now it's days, maybe weeks before we do anything. But I can just throw him a quick text. Hey, buddy, how's it going? That makes me feel good. He responds back, saying, "Hey, we're buddies. It's all good." And then we'll have a call, if needed. But I haven't talked to him on the phone in 2 months.
But then if he doesn't respond, if you okay, here's the deal. If you text John today during the morning and you don't hear from him till Thursday, do you start going, wow, something wrong?
No, because I know he's not a responder. He's not one of those precepts.
Then you have to know who you're talking to or texting.
If you didn't, then I would go, okay, then I'd start looking for you.
You ever notice that some people are like the last words? Like no matter what you say, you try to cut a conversation off, they'll always have one more thing to say.
Exactly. But yeah,
Then you gotta leave them hanging.
You got to know your friends, and if you're going to get offended by someone who you don't know that close, you know what I mean? It's just why bother?
Right.
Why bother? You're just being too sensitive. You're letting that make you that sensitive.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So me personally, that's at the end of the conference because I know you guys got to get your show going on. But my thing is I'm like you said, Jimmy. We have lived through the whole thing where it was just the phone.
Right.
Then there was beepers included, but you still had to use the phone.
Right.
Now there's a cell phone, but it's actually a cell phone. But now it's only considered a cell because now people don't want to talk and they just want to text. Where what happened to the direct contact with people? That's just my thing. I'm
true.
I'm a kind of person that likes to. Cause like Jimmy, you got a fucking awesome voice, dude. I'm telling you, I get a boner every time I hear your voice. But
I'm not gonna.
I want to hear your voice.
hear
you know what I'm saying? So,
Well, you know,
So
and-
call him late at night.
and we,
look at Roy. Roy's like, going, hey, wait a second.
We-
This
we
just
all-
made
I
a
showed
right
you that
turn.
picture. I shared that picture with you at Zig like after hours.
that was a great picture.
That was in it. But there's another thing. Some people respond to text right away, but they won't. Jimmy and I normally Facebook message. So now you have people that aren't on the Facebook message thing as much, but they'll text more. So we sent it to you on the Facebook message, and then it's
it
like
hung there.
It hung there for probably a couple days.
And we're like, oh shit,
before
he's
you
pissed.
saw it.
Is
And
he
it's
pissed?
like-
Do you think he's mad?
And some
think
people
he's
use Instagram Messenger and not Facebook.
But we knew you
or
weren't.
whatever.
We just knew you were busy.
Well, yeah, I own a business and I'm an instructor, so I'm very busy.
But
But
it-
when I did see it, I laughed my ass
But
off.
here's the thing,
But
yeah.
if someone else sent that to you, they'd be going, "This motherfucker didn't get back to me. What the fuck?"
Yeah, but here's
Right.
the
Right.
other thing. If we had texted it to you, you probably would have responded right away.
Yes, I would have.
Yep.
Because you're a text guy.
Right.
We're a Facebook message guy.
Right. And you know
They've
what I would have
moved up in the
responded?
world,
I would have
Zig.
responded. See, the next picture I would have sent to you guys, I wouldn't have had soap on me when I would be in the shower.
We're waiting for that
So,
one.
you know.
Oh, but JJ didn't see that one. We're
That's
gonna share
for-
it. We're
Wait,
gonna
did
share
I?
it with him.
That'd be for our third
Here it is.
anniversary show.
Here it is. I gotta find it now. It freaking busted me up.
What's that?
Yeah,
Is
these-
it a sexy picture?
Well, yeah, because these guys we were playing. You were doing
Dancing
the
Queen.
karaoke thing, and we played
Dancing
dancing.
Queen.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
We were
listening
talking
to it
about
while I was
that.
in the shower.
Whoa, what the hell?
That looks like it, right?
That's-
It looks like
That's
the
too
genie
funny,
that Robin
dude.
Williams played in that movie.
Dude, that's
Well, now
so
here's
funny.
the thing. I was ready to post it on all social media and tag Zig in it and say it, and I'm like, no, maybe that's over
Maybe
the top.
somebody would take it out of context.
You should've.
No, but I know you're not. But on the other side, it's like, maybe we're pushing. I'll just share it with him privately.
yeah. I like it when people push because I'm a button pusher, dude.
Well, yeah, and the more you get to know people, the more you can push the button. That's just fucking hilarious.
That face.
I seen that, dude. I was dying, dude. I was cracking the fuck up, man. And my boys seen that too. They're like, oh, like look what the fucking Roy and fucking Jimmy Sippy.
But
Do you-
here's the. But
do you-
now,
do you
now on
find
yours,
it-
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Do you? I'm off that picture, so you want to keep talking about it?
Just real quick.
Go.
Now, my first thing if someone sent that to me would be, dude, what are you looking at to find that?
Right? How'd you find that?
Go ahead,
Exactly.
Jimmy. Go.
All right.
Do you find that people are actually? Do you find it easier to communicate with people this way
I do.
instead of the the voice, the drawn out conversation? You know, how do I get the fuck off the phone?
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
yeah.
I gotta go. Where you don't even have to respond, and if I don't do that, he knows. Oh, he must have got busy.
Right.
Instead of being on the phone going, listen, I gotta go. I don't want to talk to you no more.
True.
You know,
And
and
that's a very valid point because there might be something I just want to say. Hey Jimmy, just making sure you're still alive.
right.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay,
but the
that's
vocal
conversation over.
part of that would be, and how are the kids? And how's it going?
True.
And then you're doing this thing.
I really
I do that
gotta
with
go.
I got to call my mom to, because, Jimmy knows how my mom is.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God, he's dead or something. So and it's like, man, I got to call my mom. I really don't have 45 minutes for a conversation just to say, hey mom, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I hope everything's okay. Love you. I miss you. Maybe we'll see you soon. 3-4 minutes. But it's like, oh, and then did you hear? So I could just shoot her a text, say, hey mom, I'm all right. Good. Miss you. Love you. Have a nice day. But she's the one, if I say, yeah, no problem. What's wrong? What's wrong? Then she's calling.
And then if he doesn't
Look
respond
this.
to her, she starts calling me. What's wrong with
That
Roy?
one.
What's wrong with Roy? I'm like, then she had me worried. What the fuck is wrong with Roy? And then I got to panic on this side of the. She's in Texas, so all right, I'll handle it. But she got me
Jimmy
worried
will
up.
handle it.
Then I finally get home and he's like, "Sup?" I'm like, "You fucking mother."
But maybe that's because that's a different era.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
how she's used
She's
to.
in a different era.
Yes.
She's a worry wart. Yeah, but she's in an era where you call.
Our parents said if you're going to be late, call.
Yep.
True.
Right? And that's
Or
what
being
we're
home
used
when
to.
the light come on.
Right. Be home before the street light goes full. You be in the door.
Right.
You know that they have the communication that way, but we didn't have anything else to communicate with.
Right.
You know, now the kids and everybody communicate this way, which isn't wrong with them, and it isn't wrong really to do it that way. That's just how they know.
Right.
Unless
but-
they text you from
But
upstairs.
I think what Roy said, everyone's communicating.
Yeah.
I think what Roy said though, everyone's communicating more with this kind of device, sure, because there's not a lot of phone calls going on.
Right.
Yeah, but we're always in constant contact because before the radio show, obviously we see each other once a week. But before that, we've known each other since 5th grade, but there's a period I didn't talk to him for a couple years. We just didn't run into each other. Shit didn't just, I didn't run into him. We weren't, you know how it goes. You all have friends.
Right.
And then we'd be tight for a couple years, and then 3-4 months, nothing. Which is no offense. It's just the way life is.
Right. Yep.
But this guarantees that I'm not going to lose contact with my friend.
Some kind of contact, right.
Right. So, there's a lot of good points.
Yes. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But guess what time it is, guys?
That's all right.
It's
not on 5. Well, the Jimmy thing is on live right now.
Well,
so much for your prep time.
if you need to go and do some, you can check us out. We are the morning guys here on
Yes, I'm
kaoticradio.com.
loving the
Yes.
refund.
So
Or
yeah,
the
we do
reruns.
our
Refunds.
classic-
I said refunds.
Yeah, we got our classic
Rewinds.
refluxes.
Yes.
Roy and Jimmy thing in the morning. Chaotic Radio, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. right here.
Yes, it's awesome.
So tune into that.
Because I miss your guys' show because usually when I leave
Yeah,
my
you're
show,
on your way.
then I'm sitting out there talking to my guests, and
Absolutely.
bullshit and what have you. So I miss, like almost the first hour. Then I get home. Then I of course when I click it on, and because I'm not talking to my son or whatever. Then I get home and I click. I load you guys up on the computer, and boom, and we're good to go.
Right.
So it's nice to hear the rewinds.
Yeah, and
love it.
Get some viewers here some
Yeah,
listenership here to Chaotic
Yeah.
Radio.
And then there's a lot of rewinds going on with a lot of the shows. So all you have to do is you can always, if you stay tuned in to Chaotic Radio, you'll know.
You'll have every format of talk.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Not a problem. Thanks for having us on, buddy.
I love. Here's one thing I got to make sure before we go.
What?
Do you realize that when I started my show, you guys were on the same night.
Yep.
When my night changed, your guys' night changed,
Yeah, that's right.
and it's done that twice.
We did. We started probably just after you, or
Just after me.
yeah, you and Kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were the what do you guys 6 to 8,
Yeah.
and we had 8 to 10.
8 to 10
on
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And
I remember Kit telling me stuff to do because I was green as hell. I didn't know what to do, and he's like, he's Kit, I'll chill.
right,
No,
and
man,
we're
let's go like
still
this.
we're still the same night.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Night.
When we wanted to come back to Mondays because it worked better for us for shows and stuff. So we came back to Mondays. We're like, oh man, we're back with Zig. We actually said that.
Yeah,
We're like, yeah,
back
follow
with
Zig
Zig.
again.
That's perfect.
Even though I know there's been a couple of times where I walked outside and Roy, like when I had the band was TP in the whole studio,
That was
Roy's
freaking
sitting right
hilarious.
there, and Roy's like, I get in his face like, oh shit.
Clean up aisle 5.
It's cleaned up real quick.
Oh yeah, it was. That was actually the most speediest show turnover with all that toilet paper all over. And I think you had like 5 guests too. I mean,
Yeah.
the place was full.
It was crazy.
I think someone yacked in studio that night. Couldn't even tell.
That was the next
That's
one.
right.
That was the next week, huh?
That's right. So, yeah, vomit, ball sweat, beer. It's been a hoot.
It's
a show.
It's great. Like, okay,
show.
what do we got to do? And then we had the snakes in the studio too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was bullshit.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
That was. I almost didn't do a show that night
You're-
because he was right there at that freaking door,
Your
and I
banner-
couldn't. And I was on the other side of the glass, and I still didn't want to come after because there was snake smegma on the floor.
Yeah.
That quote, the banner of yours, your show banner on the
Snake
Chaotic
smegma.
webpage, there's this fucking snakes in the plane. Is a direct lift from his post. That's his quote from his post. Going, there's fucking
Fucking in
snakes
here
it.
in a big old freaking Home Depot bucket and shit. That was a bunch of shit. That's. You know what? I just realized I don't like you very fucking much. I just realized that.
How's Zig show going?
Oh my God. It's like, okay, I just went to work and busted my ass all day. Now I got to go do my show. Oh my fucking God, Zig's fucking on right now.
It's on
What
right
the
now.
hell am I going to encounter?
I think I pissed a little bit that night. He was on the other side of the thing, and I was like, look, my hair's starting to stand up right now. It was in the studio. There's still snake shit on the floor embedded in the carpet. I know it.
Damn.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was funny. Dude.
No, it wasn't that funny.
Well, they got
All
to
right,
I was in the goddamn studio. And I'm climbing up on the goddamn wall. Get
all
that
bad.
fucking.
Well, no, you had him in your studio. To hell with you. That was your choice.
And he was trapped right there too. There
It was,
no
your,
out.
it was your choice. You said, come in my studio. I didn't say put a snake in the studio I'm going to go into before I get there. I didn't say any of that.
I think he was looking under the desk. It's like, okay.
You know what it reminded me of when I was a kid and I saw Jaws the first time?
Yeah.
And I was afraid to go in the swimming pool? Even though I know there was no shark in the pool, it was
I
the
got it.
same shit in the studio. I knew the snake was gone, but I thought he was here.
I got to pull the replay on that show because I'm pretty sure you were like very twitchy the first 15 minutes on the air. You're like, the fuck. Good morning. Good day. Good day.
That's great because I'm having him back.
Yeah, good. We're off that night.
All right, we got to get ready.
Yeah, all right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We went a little long, man, but it's always great having
Always
you
a
guys
blast,
on,
my
man.
friend.
Thanks, man.
I love you guys to fucking pieces, man. All right, guys, so that was it for the Zig Zone. If you guys are tuning in for the Roy and Jimmy thing, yes, they were here. Their show is starting now. Just give us a few minutes to get our ass out of here.
And thanks to everybody for calling
Yeah,
and
it's not
texting
great.
in.
Don't worry. Fuck snakes.
Thanks, y'all.
And just text them.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Next week, we have a special band for you. We'll see you then. Bye.